it's really interesting conversations at the minute around young people and their mobile phone use because of the potential ban. And I think, I've gone back and forth on this one. I think, it's important for young people to feel connected, but in a safe space. Actually, why are so many young people going just to use their phones constantly? Because there's not very much provision for them. There's not those youth buildings. When I think back to when I was a teenager, there was a space for young people in every estate and every corner. There's just not that provision anymore. And I think about Gosport now, you've probably got 3-4 spaces which are open access for young people to just go whenever they need support. And there used to be so much more for young people. It's a really interesting conversation, the social media ban.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I'm all for it, to be honest, because I think that there's so many things that young people shouldn't be doing on social media, and there's like 8-year-olds that know things that they probably shouldn't be knowing due to things like YouTube and things like that. And I think they just need to connect with each other face to face, because it's just, you can't go somewhere without someone being on their phones and having phone conversations on speakerphone, which is, in my opinion, just, you shouldn't do that.
It's so important, isn't it? That face-to-face contact, those trusted relationships, those social skills. Yeah, so important.
Yeah, I think obviously it's helpful in ways that you can sort of figure out when do you want to meet up and things like that, because it's easier and it's quicker, because we need the instant dopamine hit. Yeah. Because of social media, because of things like YouTube Shorts and things, we've sort of learned and almost been trained in a way to want that instant gratification that you just can't get through not messaging people.
No, it's really interesting, because I don't think I had, I'm going to talk like I'm really old now, but I don't think I had a mobile phone till I was maybe 16, 17. So that bit about meeting up with people, it was literally get on your feet and walk around Gosport and knock on people's front doors to see if they were in. And I wasn't allowed to use the home phone because that cost money. So it was literally walk around Gosport, knock on doors and see who was around.
Yeah. And I mean, the amount of kids who won't want to do that anyway, because they're like, oh no, I don't want to leave my room. I'm just going to call my friend and see if they're free. It's so lazy in a way. Yeah. And I say that as a person who does that and who does message their friends and goes, hey, are you free? That I don't worry if they haven't replied, so I'm like, oh, they're doing something. But there's some people who will just be like, oh no, they don't want to hang out with me, and they will go to the worst possible solution. And I feel like we need to sort of stop them sort of instantly spiraling and thinking that their friend doesn't like them anymore. That's
massive, isn't it? That constant comparing yourself to other people, what other people have, what you don't have, how you look, how they look. And I think that's done really easily on social media.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people sort of compare themselves to like the amazing lives, like living in like a London high-rise apartment and things, and they're like, well, why can't I have that sort of stuff? And then you realise that their life isn't that perfect, but it just makes it look even more amazing. And it's a good goal to have, and it's not, impossible, but it is difficult. And I don't think people realise through social media how difficult getting that sort of stuff is.
Yeah, they just see it as being very instant, don't they?
They sort of think, oh yeah, I'm going to get that as soon as I turn 18, instantly going to live in this glamorous place. And that sometimes isn't possible.
What do you think we could do about that, as an organisation and ourselves? Because what you see on social media isn't reality at times.
I think it's important to let people know as well that it's not real, and some of it isn't. And obviously AI nowadays is insane with the things that it can do. And I think just sort of kind of giving people a reality check and being like, can you actually do that? And I think young people nowadays are so broke, they have no money, and trying to give them that sort of financial, almost the lessons that they need to know about how this is how you can actually get to that, but it's not going to happen immediately, is really important.